welcome back to the Desert Wine Guy. Today, hopefully, I have a very special treat for me as well as you guys. Today, I'm reviewing the 2020 Matt Parish Cabernet Sauvignon Reserve. Okay. I first tasted Matt Parish's wines, I'd say about 3 years ago, from Naked Wines. And I've been in love with his wines ever since. I mean, you talk about a Cabernet. This man knows how to make a Cabernet Sauvignon, okay? He makes serious wines, okay? There's no playing around with these cabs, okay? If you're not a serious Cabernet drinker, might want to stay away from the wine. But if you are a serious Cabernet drinker, hello, you're definitely going to want to jump on these wines. Now, I paid $40.99 for this bottle of wine. Now, I know that my whole Desert Wine Guy thing is made up of wines for the average person, okay? Today, we're going to differ from that, obviously, and we're going to talk about this wine, okay? So, the wine comes in at, first of all, the wine is corked, the bottle's cork sealed, using a real cork, of course, as you would expect, as I would expect. The wine comes in at 15% alcohol, and sat in 50% brand new French oak, okay? The wine did touch stainless steel for part of its early fermentation with the skins, so you probably, or as you can see, or you'll see in a minute, or I'll see in a minute, has beautiful color to it, okay? Matt Parish himself is like pretty much world renowned, okay? He's worked for Stag's Leap and the upper level of Behringer, as well as been in top offices of Constellation Brands and Treasury Brands. Okay, these are both conglomerates that buy up wine brands. Okay, and he sat very high up on these boards. Okay, and the man knows what he's doing. Okay, so something I very rarely do with the cabs I've been drinking lately is decant it. Okay. Matt says decant for at least a half hour, which I didn't. I've done 45 minutes now. He also says that the wine's not quite ready to drink yet. He's recommending 2023 up to 2028 before you start drinking this wine. But we're going to go ahead and go a little early here and see what the wine is showing early. Okay, so let me go ahead and pour some. Let's pour some more. All right. Now, you know what? Hold on, let me grab a piece of paper. Hold on, I'll be right back. All right, let's see what we got here. All right. Yeah, you're not seeing the paper, okay? This is like just a dark red. Just a beautiful dark red. I'm looking at the edges of the wine here, and they're not clear. They're just dark red. The whole wine is just really, really consistent and really very serious looking, okay? So, let's get rid of that. Give it a couple of swirls here. Okay, so right away I'm getting a little bit of oak. I'm getting some smoke on here. Definitely a black cherry. And a blackberry as well. So nose-wise, the wine is there. Okay, nose-wise, it's keeping up with the color. Okay, so let's go ahead and taste it now and see what we can tell from the palate. Guys, first of all, Matt's right. This is a very tightly wound wine. This is blackberry in here, but not a blackberry that's like a jammy blackberry, not a sweet blackberry. It's more of a controlled, powerful blackberry. There is a mocha note here, just a very slight mocha note, nothing overwhelming, nothing crazy, nothing trying to dominate the palate or the wine for that matter. Black cherry. Did I say blackberry? Blackberry. Um, the tannins in this wine are like wonderful. They're very finely grained tannins. This is a highly polished wine though. Even though it is a little early to be drinking it, you can tell that right now, first of all, this wine is amazing. You give this wine a year or two to develop in the bottle, and you're going to have a wonderful, wonderful, not that it's not right now, Cabernet Sauvignon. As far as I'm concerned, Matt comes through again, okay? Guys, that cherry, it's like, it's, you taste the cherry, it's coming forward, and then it's halted by the blackberry. And then those two notes, I don't want to use the word muted, because muted is kind of has like a bad name, you know, being something's muted, but it's held back, but these two notes are held back in a good way, okay? They're not overpowering. They're lush. How about that? They're lush without being overly fruity. Okay. You can just taste the winemaking skills in this cab. Okay. Another great thing here is there's a minerality type note to it, which I'm not really used to having in a red wine, but definitely here there's a minerality note, which is really nice. The whole wine takes your palate and wraps it up, okay? You're wrapped in just red fruit. And I definitely have to say, for the price, okay, for the price of $41, I think it's worth it. I think it is an incredibly made wine. I think for $41, you're getting a steal here. Okay, you try to go to brand name wineries like even the Stag's Leap, the Pejou, Camus, okay, and you try to buy a wine that tastes like this. You tell me what you're going to pay for it. What would you expect to pay for it, guys? What would you expect if you called up Total Wine right now and said, hey, I need a such and such Camus Cabernet Sauvignon, such and such vintage Camus Cabernet Sauvignon, and I'm looking for it to taste like this. What do you think the winemaker, or what do you think the person at the store would present you with, and what do you think the price would be? You're probably looking at least $100, right? So for $41, this is a really good wine. Let me go ahead and take just one more taste of this wine. You know, I know most wine reviewers won't sit there and take a few tastes of a wine, but what I find with my palate, and maybe your palate as well, is that you can take a sip of a wine and you taste things, right? But then you sit back and you take a couple of more sips, and all of a sudden your palate now is just open. It's just it's looking, it's searching for what the wine is offering up. Okay, well that's how my palate is. So if you're like that and you think you're weird or you think you're different, you're not. Don't worry about it. It's cool. So one more sip, guys. I mean, God, I wish you guys could see the color of this beautiful wine. It really has a grip on the sides of the palate. There's almost like a spice here, a slight bit of a tangy type spice. It's not a peppery spice like you'd normally taste in a Cabernet. It's like almost like a tangy spice, but that oak and the spice seem to mesh, and the oak allows that spice to come forward just a bit, but doesn't allow it to just rush forward. Okay, it keeps it well controlled, and I think that oak and spice combination is what you're tasting on the sides of your palate, and I think that's like a little bit of woodiness there, you know, and but not crazy, and it just really adds so much to the wine. I think you guys will really enjoy it. If you're willing to spend $41 for a bottle of Cabernet Sauvignon, I definitely think you guys should buy the wine. If you can do it, buy 2 bottles of wine. Take 1 bottle, enjoy it, okay? Serious steak. We're talking about a serious steak wine here, guys, okay? The other bottle, put in the cellar. If you can really swing it, get 3 bottles. Put 2 bottles in the cellar, because I tell you what I'm going to do. At $41, I was like, you know what? I'm going to try this wine first. The wine's available still, and if it's really good, I'll go ahead and back and buy it. I'm going to go back and buy 2 more bottles of this wine, okay? Again, I got it at Naked Wines. They don't sponsor me. I get nothing if you go to Naked Wines, other than the fact that I know you're going to enjoy, let's say, this particular wine, okay? You want to explore on the site, explore on the site. You don't want to explore on the site, don't explore on the site. But you got, oh, that's one thing. You got to be a member of Naked Wines to get the wine for $41. Otherwise, I think they claim the wine costs $95, which is really weird because the wine's not available anywhere else. So how would you spend $95 for the wine other than at Naked Wines if you're not a member, right? But anyway, buy the wine, enjoy the wine. I want to thank you guys for checking out the Desert Wine Guy again. And please, if you enjoyed the video, like and subscribe. It really means a lot to me. I take my time to do this stuff, and even though I enjoy it, it's nice to know that other people are learning something from it and enjoying it as well. So, I'll speak to you guys next time. Thank you.